This is the DAR Today podcast, and I'm your host, Brooke Bullmaster Stewart. Well, I'm so happy to be joining you here in this new year, this new season with lots of changes coming our way. And in that regard, did you happen to see the announcement by our President General on social media the other day? Our President General mentioned that in the remaining months of her administration, Mrs. Wright and her executive team would like to extend congratulations to the storage team, this extraordinary group of women who will be candidates for executive office at the 134th Continental Congress this summer. You're encouraged to visit their website at thestorageteam.org to learn more about the talents and the gifts of these extraordinary women, what they will bring to our national society. But speaking of social media, for those of you who are watching the video version of this podcast on YouTube, are you enjoying seeing the social media posts that we are adding to the end of each episode? Remember, if your chapter or your state posts something on social media, add the hashtag DAR podcast or even add NSDAR. And that way, not only will we see your post, but many others will as well. Because here at the DAR Today podcast, we want to broadcast everything that our states and our chapters are doing to add to the success of what our society is doing today. And thanks so much to Kim Nesbitt on our team who is gathering those up for us. We want to celebrate the success and the continued growth in this organization. When you think about yourself and your DAR journey, how long have you been a member? For myself, I've been a little over 15 years, very happy years. Some have been in a lot longer than I have, and some, of course, are brand new. But where are these next, speaking of the new candidates for executive office, who will these new leaders be of our society? Who will the next members be when you really think about it? One of the key ways it seems that Mrs. Wright and her administration knows about is through CAR. The Children of the American Revolution members who have enjoyed their time in their state societies. A very healthy and active CAR society means a lot for the new members and the health of DAR. It's really vital that each of us recognizes that and knows that and supports their local societies, because not only are you supporting the health of DAR, but it's also such a rewarding thing to be a part of these children's lives, these young people, to see the passion with which they do things in their community, the way they stand up for patriotism, the way they stand up and support our veterans. That is really amazing. I just know you're going to enjoy seeing the segment that we play today, where the state presidents themselves talking about their support with their state projects and how they're supporting the military, how they're supporting their country. It's a really exciting segment. But first, we will have an interview with the National Chair of the Children of the American Revolution Committee, Vicky Voris. She's just delightful, she's just incredible. I think you'll really enjoy that interview as well. So let's jump right into that interview with Mrs. Voris. But first, as you know, we always ask you to like and subscribe to this podcast, however it is that you either watch it on YouTube or if you're just listening. We know we've heard from so many of you. It's been so fun to hear about those who just listen while they're on their morning walk. So shout out to you guys. And also, you might just be out driving. So special little shout out to Miss Groves. But hey, whoever you are and wherever you are listening to this podcast, we're so happy you're here with us today. Vicky Voris, thank you so much for being here with us today. You're the national chair, of course, of the Children of the American Revolution Committee. Tell us, for those people who are new or not even members, tell us about that committee and your goals.
Of course, thank you for having me. The Children of the American Revolution Committee is supported by the Daughters of the American Revolution because we support the CAR, Children of the American Revolution. They are our counterpart organization. Children ages birth through 22 can be members, boys and girls, of CAR, and it shares a lot of similar missions and goals with the Daughters of the American Revolution, which can then be reflected from their senior leadership down, and kids learn about education, patriotism, and historic preservation, just like DAR does. They do a lot of service for their community, and it really develops those young leaders and trains them to be future DAR and SAR members.
Would there be anything that people would be surprised to learn about CAR?
Yes, we do get a lot of questions about when children turn 18 and they want to join DAR, can they still retain their CAR membership? And they can. We call them dual members, and we encourage that quite a bit. That ages 18 to 22 is a great learning experience where you can be both a leader in the Children of the American Revolution and learning about DAR as a dual member. And the nice part about being a dual member is when you're in good standing as a CAR member, you can get a certificate of good standing from the CAR headquarters and use that to waive the DAR application fee. So members don't always know that, and that's a good thing to know for future DAR members, that if they're active in CAR and paying their dues, we absolutely welcome them with open arms to DAR.
That's a great thing to know.
Yes.
And I think for people too who are being raised in CAR, to know all of the things that they learn in CAR, to bring that to DAR then.
Yes.
What an experience.
CAR members still say the Americans' Creed, the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem. They also have a CAR creed as well that they learn in their opening ceremonies. But then when those members come to DAR, they already know those creeds when we do our opening ceremonies here. Also, many people don't realize that they do have to be members of DAR, SAR, or SR to be senior leaders for the Children of the American Revolution. So we definitely encourage that support. As long as they're members in good standing with the parent organization, they can be senior leaders and really mentor and support those members. Every member in CAR and every office and chairmanship has a senior counterpart to help them with their leadership skills and developing those leaders.
Is there anything new with your committee that people should know about?
Yes, absolutely. Within this administration, our committee established the Friends of the Children of the American Revolution Fund. It's a brand new Friends Fund along with the other funds that we have at DAR, and the executive committee approved it in October of 22. We had artwork made for the pin and approved, and pin sales started just in 2023, so we're very excited about this brand new fund. The funds raised from the sale of the pins and the donations, because you have to have a $100 minimum donation to purchase the pin, can be applied for by the Children of the American Revolution National President with consultation from the Senior National President and the CAR Committee, and those funds can be used for special projects to benefit the National Society. So we're very excited to be able to support, as DAR members, our CAR Society.
I've seen that pin. It's rather fantastic, that red pin right there. And we'll put a link to the donations page in our show notes, and we'll put a link also to the page for buying the pin. I think that would be great for people to be able to access those.
It is included in the Sustaining Supporter Donation Portal, so it's an option you can donate to the Friends Fund.
With your Sustaining Supporter every month, what your funds go to. Thank you so much, Vicky, for being here with us today.
Of course, thank you so much for having me.
So now we'll hear from 3 different state society presidents for the Children of the American Revolution, the first one being Olivia Baxter from Tennessee.
The Carrying on America's Legacy State Project will raise funds for Honor Air Knoxville. These funds will allow East Tennessee veterans to take a trip to Washington, D.C. at no cost to them. World War II, Korean, and Vietnam veterans visit memorials built to honor their sacrifice.
Honor Air Knoxville takes 2 flights a year, one in April and the other in October. These trips allow the opportunity for veterans to share experiences and stories with other veterans and allow them to remember fallen comrades. For more information about membership or how you can support TSCAR, please visit our website at tndar.org/TSCAR or email us at ssptscar@gmail.com. Please join TSCAR as we take flight carrying on America's legacy.
Hello, my name is Parker Hagle. I am the Michigan Society of Children of the American Revolution State President. My state project is Restoring Hope. I would like to raise money for the Blue Star Service Dogs in Pinckney, Michigan. Their mission is to provide military veterans and first responders diagnosed with PTSD and TBI, another method of training. They seek to heal visible and invisible wounds, provide families with new beginnings, and raise awareness about the potential of shelter and rescue dogs everywhere. My goal is $13,000. This will cover a veteran and service dogs training for 1 year, leashes and harnesses in assorted sizes, and a dog bath. I chose this project because I have a huge love for dogs and I wanted immediate needs towards veterans met. I picked this organization because they do not charge the veterans at any cost. I wanted to help with veterans' everyday lives, and service dogs can help them do that. I have met some veterans that has service dogs, and they told me that they give them purpose. This year, I am challenging each Michigan society to learn about the importance of a service dog in a veteran's life. Please join me in restoring hope to our veterans.
Howdy, my name is Nathan Westbrook, and I'm the North Carolina State President, Children of the American Revolution. I love history, our veterans, and military. My state project is Remember, Honor, Salute. The 3 parts are broken down this way. Remember. As we approach the 250th anniversary of North Carolina declaring their independence on May 20th, 1775, go North Carolina, we will work on creating and printing a coloring book of North Carolina history from Eatonton Tea Party to the Over the Mountain Mill. We want to give every North Carolina CAR, DAR, and SAR chapter a hard copy and the ability to print more. Honor. This will focus on our veterans by our CAR members. We want to actively participate in Memorial Day, July 4th, and Veterans Day celebrations and parades, and give out cards of gratitude to our veterans. I'm encouraging members to visit veterans in nursing homes and seek ways to serve them. Lastly, salute. I'm partnering with Support Our Troops in North Carolina for our members to actively pack materials and goodies to send to our troops overseas. My goal is to raise $3,000 to cover expenses. I would appreciate your help. I'm also available to come to speak to your chapter or while the parade. Thank you, ladies. Have a good night.
We leave you today with this quote by George Washington Carver. Resolve to be tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic to the striving, and tolerant of the weak and the wrong. Sometime in your life, you will have been all of these. Well, thanks for listening, and be well, dear friends. Let's celebrate the stars and stripes forever, and remember, with all of your ancestors behind you, you are the result of the love of thousands. Well, this podcast was written and produced by our incredible team of writers and editors, and we are, as always, so grateful for President General Pamela Rouse Wright and Historian General Suzanne Heskey for their constant guidance, to Vicky and Jeffrey Voris, to Olivia Baxter, Parker Hagle, Nathan Westbrook, and to their parents, to Kristen Kaufman, to Ivan and Melody Daniels and Jennifer Rowan, and to Jen Tausey for being so generous with their time. The National Society Daughters of the American Revolution is a nonprofit, non-political, volunteer women's service organization dedicated to preserving our American history, to securing the nation's future through better education, and promoting American patriotism. Members are all lineal descendants of those who supported the cause of independence in the Revolutionary War. For more information, please visit dar.org. This is the DAR Today podcast.